Bounties in Galicia are simple enough. An outlaw incurs the wrath of someone important and places a price on their head. You bring back the head, and justice is done. More often than not, it is a bandit that grew too big for their britches, demanding tolls, payments, and fealty, going as far as to name themselves lord of whatever backwater highway they infest. These are the big fish, and rarely swim alone, making direct confrontation difficult. Occasionally, a group of sellswords takes a small army to kill them. Usually, they are a group of novices, trying to make a name for themselves, and it is hardly sustainable. A true hunter knows patience. Eventually, they show their faces in the small villages and towns in the countryside. These so-called lords can't help themselves, after all. Why risk everything to steal all that coin if you can't spend it? Sure, they are occasionally smart enough to have someone to buy on their behalf, but eventually, they all get sloppy and complacent. That is where you strike, in the back alley of their favorite establishment. They go down quickly, along with whatever handful of drunken friends he brought with him. As for the rest of his retinue, by dawn, they realize they are leaderless. Like a pack of wild dogs, they begin to fight over the scraps. Scattered and leaderless, they are much easier to pick apart. It pays to be acquainted with the local lords. They are often all too happy to help mop up. Though not all outlaws are made equal, some hide much better. While in Galicia it is only a matter of time until they are found and slain, the true scourges are those who hide beyond civilization, far from the familiar lands and waters of the Aquitaine. Here, they launch daring hit-and-run raids. They'll hit convoys and raid coastal villages, and disappear back into those murky waters where few will dare to chase them. Years ago, the king had declared that Darren the Terrible had to be brought to justice. The bold pirate had hit one too many Galician shipments. The king handpicked a large expedition to hunt him down. Given our history, the king felt as if I'd serve as a perfect officer for the dangerous expedition. I'm sure he'd enjoy my absence for a few months. There is nothing like crossing the Wreathe. Gone are the calm blue waters of our home. The seas turn a deathly grey. Dark shadows move beneath the waves. Even the most seasoned sailors can be seen praying, some crying, despite a fleet of 12 ships and 1,000 fighting men. No one felt safe. We had set up quite the trap. All ships had been running in the dark as our smallest vessel kept bright. The vessel was feigning distress and confusion, and the arrogant fool fell for it. As soon as the ships came close, it was too late to run. Our ships of the line lit up, and the first few volleys shredded his fleet. It was over quickly. A band of undisciplined pirates had no chance against Galician guns. A quick, but long-awaited victory. It had taken weeks to track the pirates down. Everyone was relieved to set a course for home. Before we could gain our bearings, a massive beast split one of our ships apart. Every ship opened fire onto the exposed parts of the gargantuan creature. Within minutes, half our fleet was gone, ripped to pieces. The beast returned beneath the waves, either dead or dying. What ships remained were damaged and barely seaworthy. We started to rescue as many as we could, but the weather began to turn. Desperate, we sought any sort of land. In a stroke of unimaginable luck, we found a small island. Strangely enough, it did not appear on our maps. We beached our ships, hoping there would be enough to spare them from the raging storm. As the sun rose after a long night, the ships were in a truly dreadful state. The sailors said our only chance was to resupply and repair with what we could find on the island. We all knew we'd be here for a long time. The crews sent into the forest came back with reports of dark figures darting in the forest. Some say they stood on 2 legs, others say 4. They moved unnaturally fast and with precision. We never really got a good look at them. Unlike the mindless creatures of the abyss, they were not attacking. They were observing and learning. We dug in, preparing for the immense amount of work to get us out of this hellhole. We knew we had about a month before our provisions ran out. Whatever was in that forest, we'd have to confront it, and quickly. After all, no one was coming to save us.